Hello everyone, my name's Cecilia. How are you this afternoon? I hope things are going really well for you. I just wanted to spend a bit of time to shoot this quick video for you because I wanted to share some information that I learned just on the weekend. I was lucky enough to meet with Mark McDonald, who is a celebrity nutritionist, and he also works very closely as the ambassador for the Diabetes Association in the US. And I was having a conversation with him about the work that he does, and what I discovered from that conversation is that even though people who know me know that I am a person who eats healthy food, I make healthy food choices, what I discovered was that I actually in fact don't eat enough food, and I don't eat regularly enough in the day. I've always been one that's been against fad diets. I just don't believe them, and I don't believe in calorie restriction. I exercise regularly, and as I said, I eat good quality foods. But what I have noticed in the last 5 years, and I only discovered this by getting on the scales because I don't weigh myself very often, but 5 years ago I participated in a 100-kilometre bush run, and yesterday I weighed myself, and it had been many years since I had done so. But what I found was that my weight had gone up by 10 kilos. Now, I still exercise and I eat healthy foods, and I knew that my weight was increasing, and I definitely was too skinny back then. I had a little bit to gain anyway, but I knew that I had gained a bit of weight. Things were starting to feel a bit tight, but I still felt relatively healthy, a little bit of lack of energy by the end of the day. So what Mark explained to me is that when we go for long periods of time during the day without eating, which I tend to do, I'm a clinical physiotherapist, and I will have, periods of time up to 6 hours where I don't have any nutrition. And what I do find is by the end of the day, I start to feel a bit tired. And as I said, I'd noticed that I was putting on weight even despite my healthy eating habits and my exercise habits. So he explained to me that what is desirable for our body is to maintain a situation called homeostasis, where blood glucose is kept at a even level. Between 80 and 120 milligrams per decilitre is homeostasis of blood glucose. So what happens is when you don't have anything to eat for a period of time is your blood glucose level drops below that 80 millilitres per decilitre, and what happens as a result of that is your glucagon hormone is released, and the effect of the glucagon hormone is to utilise the stores of the glucose stores that are in the muscles, and those glucose stores are actually mobilised and utilised as energy. So what that means ultimately is you're depleting your muscle. And then what happens when you get to the end of the day, when you're really starving and you're feeling a bit depleted, often you will go for a high carbohydrate quick fix. So what the response to that is that you will elevate your blood sugar levels above the 120 milligrams per decilitre, and so you will have a sugar high. That will cause the release of a hormone called insulin, and insulin has the effect of causing fat to be stored. So opposite to what you want to be happening. So instead of maintaining muscle and fat, you're actually losing muscle and gaining fat. So his solution is that you eat PFC every 3. So what that means is that you eat protein, fats and carbohydrates every 3 hours in order to maintain your blood glucose levels. Now there's a certain amount of protein, fats and carbohydrates, depending whether you're male or female, that you are to be having, certain portion sizes that you are to be having every 3 hours. But this is how you look after your hormones in your body and can maintain your healthy weight. I've had many people over the years say to me that they feel like they are virtually eating nothing, but they're still maintaining or gaining weight. So this is explained by what I've just said. So I started Mark's program. So Mark has designed a program using that PFC every 3, and his program goes for 8 weeks. It includes a 1-week detox, a 3-week what he calls ignite, where you're starting to get your metabolism functioning again, and a 4-week thrive, when you're getting used to eating those kind of good quality foods every 3 hours, and it's a bit relaxed compared to the beginning, where in detox you have to limit yourself with a number of foods that can cause bloating. So I weighed myself yesterday, as I said, found that I was 10 kilos heavier than 5 years before, and I started my detox. So I use my foods every 3 hours as suggested, in the portion sizes as suggested, and the food type as suggested. And this morning I was surprised to find that I've already lost 1.6 kilos. And I'm feeling pretty good. I'm not hungry, and I'm not starved of sort of energy. I feel pretty upbeat. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. There is a solution to this diet madness and this weight bounce. So if this connects to you and you feel like you want to have a proper solution that's a long-term life managing kind of strategy for planning your meals, please get in touch with me. Leave a comment below in the comments box, and I'll get back to you and give you some information about what I've just shared. Have a great afternoon. Thank you. Bye.